I said, please don't be too nice. Like when you guys put somebody in the car and you're protecting their head, you know, the way you put their hand over. Like, don't hit their head and they've just killed somebody, don't hit their head. I said, you can take the hand away, okay?
Allow me to quote Marlo Stanfield from the TV show The Wire as he spoke to Chris Partlow. Tell our people to tool up. And since you just watched that video, you should pretty much know where this is probably going. But there's probably those who are not aware, which you're living on a rock and you're not doing whatever you can to protect yourself. But let's go ahead and get to it anyway. Donald Trump pretty much had a speech today that took place in Long Island, New York, speaking about denouncing the gang MS-13, which is an international gang that's originally from which is an El Salvadorian gang, which was the origins of it came from California in the 1980s. So he pretty much in Long Island, things have been running rampant, things are becoming a problem over there. So he decided to come down and address the issue. Now, here's what I found very disturbing. This is something you should have been paid attention, hopefully did pay attention to, when the video was made, when the video was played. In the background, you saw the police officers right there, and Donald Trump was trying to be a little cheeky, tongue-in-cheek about it, where he was like, I'm not serious, but I am serious. And he went and said, hey, when you deal with these thugs, and that's a euphemism and a coded word, and we'll get to that in just a second. When you deal with these thugs, you know, you have your head on their head to put them in the police car. You don't have to be so nice. You don't have to be so nice to them. He pretty much there was a few code words. He pretty much gave the green light to the police, and the police officers clapped and applauded and smiled. He pretty much gave the police officers carte blanche and the green light to go ahead and just administer all types of violence. Now, you're probably thinking, well, now, unless you're pretty stupid and you're not understanding what's going on, you're probably thinking, oh, he's just referring to the MS-13 gang members. No, because that goes back to the code word thugs. And this is where the deterrent comes in. So what's the deterrent? That means the police officers, whoever they feel deem a thugs, they can administer violence with no form of repercussion. Now, who do you think the police is going to look at as thugs, aside from the MS-13 gang? They'll take a wild stab who it is. Bitch, you guessed it. African Americans. So this person could be a law-abiding citizen, an L7 square, if you will. Just a law-abiding citizen, much like what happened with the gentleman in Texas when he was mowing lawns, and we're going to have to I'll probably have to do that video. That was long overdue to get finished. But that means they have the right to administer the violence and do whatever they want to do. You could be innocent bystander, which, let's be honest, that's been happening for quite a long time now. In fact, there's a 16-year-old kid that just got killed in Arkansas with a BB gun. So the green lights is going all the way around. It's just really insane. And as a people, we should be paying attention to what's going on. Like Jason Black, the Black Authority, he pretty much said it best. This is the most dangerous era for African Americans to be in. This is the most dangerous era. They're trying to get to the point where they say, oh, it's just okay. This is the murder of black people. We'll just use this as a procedure at this point in time. This is like the Lord of the Flies, the killing field, so to speak. But as a people, we need to do whatever it takes to be prepared. And that all starts rather for the knowledge. And remember, knowledge is the foundation of survival. Knowledge and awareness. So that starts by knowing what your state and city laws are and your local laws are. So you can understand what the police can do and can't do to you when they decide to approach you when you're minding your own business, being innocent, not doing anything wrong. That's where it starts off for. If you feel that you need to go ahead and prepare yourself for anything else that can go wrong, practicing an art might actually be something that you need to look into. Me, I've been boxing for quite a few years now. Boxing is something you could do. A mixed martial art, maybe Muay Thai, wrestling, Krav Maga, what have you. Different arts, whatever you feel that can protect yourself and your loved ones, and that's what it should be all about. In fact, to me, it's a real problem if you're not willing to you're not willing to die to protect your family. That's a real problem to me. That says everything. That says everything I need to know about you. If you're that person who feels like I don't want to learn this and I don't want my kids to do this, I want them to learn to be complacent and conform. That says everything I need to know, and I wouldn't want you listening to my channel anyway. So that's what that is. And if you feel that you need to take extra precaution to make sure anything can go wrong, you might want to go ahead and get you a firearm Get yourself registered for legal firearms. You know, take some gun range courses. That's definitely something where to go to look at. In fact, there's even a chapter called the NAAGA, which stands for the National African Americans Gun Association. You can go to that website, look them up. You can see if you can find chapters in your area and definitely get with them too. That's something else that needs to be done. Not only that, they even have a list of black-owned gun stores as well. Now, if you can't happen to get to a black-owned gun store, then, you know, go where you have to go get a firearm. But if you have your family, you should be willing to protect them. Even if you don't have children, you still have other family members. You should be able to do what it takes to protect them, and you should train them as such. Again, that's your call, but you need to understand what's going on. When green lights, when coded speak like this happens on national television and gives the green light, you need to take very precaution what's going on. How many times I've always said you should read Sun Tzu's The Art of War. That should be standard for everybody to read. And make no mistake about it, you're in a war whether you want to be in it or not. You have the choice to either stand up for yourself to make sure nothing happens to you, or you can watch your loved ones even suffer or be gravely even fatal. It can be gravely hurt, or even can be worse than that and end up being fatal with losing the life of a loved one. Lord knows that's already happened, going on for a lot of years now. Like I said, it's pretty much now paperwork procedure for an officer to kill a black man. I said, we'll just go through the procedure. Nothing special. We'll just push it on. We'll have everything in place. We already have the white supremacist system apparatus already in place to deal with these matters. It's just nothing for us to worry about. And this is something you need to be very concerned. So again, first thing you need to do is have knowledge of your laws locally, and also in the state as well, so you understand what can and can't happen, what you can and can't do. Just prepare yourself and keep a sharp eye and pay attention to what's going on, and especially look out for code speak as well. Just want to get my thoughts in there. I want to make sure what y'all think. I'll catch y'all on the next one.